Hello everyone, hello, Chocolo here for episode 106 of Stash Watch. Now immediately the first thing I know, well certainly not the thing I'm saying to myself is how on earth am I doing another one when the past two of them I've been saying how on earth am I doing them. I've got so much to review as it is. Well basically yeah, there's been more stuff. I made a trip to Sainsbury's and maybe one other place, and they've had all sorts of stuff that they didn't have before. It's basically, at least 6 things in just one visit that I got that were new things. So basically that's where I'm up to. Yeah, so just loads more to get. It's just unbelievable. I just can't. I'm doing actually reviewing about 6 things a week, but I'm probably getting about 10 things. So it's just ridiculous, really. Ridiculous. And hi Rick, how are you doing? Yeah, long time no see. It has been a while. Yes, how's things going for you? I think it's always a bit late the way you are, isn't it? It is about 1 in the morning now or something. I know perhaps the time's gone back a bit, but even so, still late where you are. But I hope you're doing well, Rick. Good to see you. Good to see you. And you've got a membership as well, so you should get I feel like I've got I've got water here, but I haven't. I think basically, long story short, is I just washed my face about 5 minutes ago, and I'm just worried I got water all over my face, even though I haven't. But anyway, you know what it's like when you well, maybe you don't stream normally, most people, but when you do, you're obviously worried that you've got, I don't know, something on your face or something. But there we go. But yes, I'm doing okay, thank you, Rick. Hope you're doing well too. Yeah, not what's new. Well, all this new chocolate basically is the gist of it. Yeah, so you've come to the right place. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Lots of new stuff, lots of new things. Interesting one, really. So much new stuff. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. What's new in your life? Anything nice? Oh yeah, you've got a membership, by the way. So I'm going to publish an exclusive review for support level members probably tomorrow, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, most likely. Maybe Monday, but soon, in the next 2 days, is when I hope to do it. Yeah, so you get an exclusive review. So yes. Now, Andrew, good to see you. I had a late trip to M&S last night. Lots of new chocolate. Goodness me, don't tell me that. Oh, dear me. I mean, it's bad enough where I've just kind of half discovered Sainsbury's. But, well, not half discovered. Sainsbury's is the one supermarket that I rarely go to. Well, I don't go to Morrison's that often, but there is a Morrison's not too far. But Sainsbury's is a bit out of the way. But anyway, I've been to Sainsbury's about 3 times in the past month. And every time I go in, there's about 3 or 4 new things in. It's ridiculous, really. Yeah, seems to be getting a lot of them. I know. I don't know what's going on with these. I'm basically, it's either 2 things really. It seems that there's only about 5 people, well maybe 10, exaggerating a bit, who have opted in for membership gifting, because a lot of people do keep repeating them. So it's interesting because you've got like a yellow chocolate bar there, and I think that, yeah. So interesting either way. But I'm glad you're getting them because obviously you do frequent the channel, so it's good. And hi there, Shuri. Great to see you. Great to see you. I'm not doing too bad, thank you. How are you doing today? Yeah, I felt a bit bad last week, actually, Shuri, because when we talk about the McVitie's Gold Digestives, I kind of said, oh, why not just have a gold bar? Well, of course, I didn't, it sounded a bit too aggressive, that really is not how I meant it. I meant basically, in my opinion, I would rather have a gold bar, I think is the gist of it, than a McVitie's Digestive. So I did feel a bit bad about that last week. So apologies for that if it came across in a way that I didn't quite intend it. I just meant that in my case, I would prefer to have a gold bar rather than McVitie's Digestive. But that's just me, obviously not everyone else would be that, because I realise that people do like them. So apologies for that, sure, if it came across a bit negative there. But that's kind of how I meant it. And I think I need to remember to sort of say it that way, I think, in future, because it's only an opinion, of course. And but yeah, so there we go. Interesting one. Did you did at the time, I can't remember, had I published the ridiculously chocolatey, stupendously chocolate, I forgot what it was called now. There's 2 of them, wasn't there? There's a double chocolate one and a triple chocolate one. Super chocolatey and ridiculously stupidly chocolatey or something. Digestive. So did you watch that video? Had I already published it? I do recommend those. They're the ones I really liked, actually. I've seen in Tesco they have both of them in now. I think before it was you had to go all over the place. Morrison's had one, Sainsbury's another, but I saw both in Tesco this week. Thanks so much for the eggs. Stuffing of the white egg in my dreams, I say. Oh, no problem at all. I'm glad you enjoyed those, Rick. Yeah, glad you enjoyed them. I knew you would do. I'm glad you got them as well. Yeah, it's really nice. Glad you enjoyed them. I'll send a box over your way, but I know about you. Yeah, this is a. I mean, I still need to find out about that Amazon wishlist antics. But the problem is as well, Rick, is I've got so much to review as well, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, the fact I've done 3 stash watches in a month as well, something like that. It's just ridiculous. So, I've definitely got enough to keep me going for sure. But that's very nice thought of you anyway. I mean, I think, but yeah, I do want to try and sort something out permanently about that. But long story short is it costs me money to get these things, and none of them are very good. And there are so many problems. It's quite frustrating, really. Yeah, so trying to sort it out, but it shouldn't be this difficult. But for some reason in the UK it is. Picked up the blonde chocolate fudge, a salted caramel bar that was very nice. Chocolate coated pistachios, blonde chocolate pecans, and a few Marvis Creation style bars. That's a good amount, isn't it? Goodness me. So they're really going for it, are they then in M&S? Oh, I'm gonna have to go, aren't I? You know, I've got so much. It's just the problem is, even if I'm reviewing 6 things a week, but I can't publish 6 things a week. So I've got this thing where I'm buying 10 things a week, reviewing 6 of them, and publishing 3 of them. So it's like, so I've got this problem, you know, where I just can't catch up. So it's really, yeah, I don't know. What can I do? What can I do? There's worse problems to have, isn't there? It's all good to see. It came across perfectly fine. I'm here for all opinions. Oh, thank you, Shuri. Thank you so much. Well, I'm glad it came across that way. But yeah, I think I need to be careful because sometimes it can be a bit, you know, because at the end of the day, all of this, all my reviews, it's only my opinion, isn't it? There are going to be things I prefer that other people don't, and vice versa. You know, so I can't be saying things like, oh, you know, well, why do you like that? Or, you know, implying it's a bit more, you know, because of course people just have different tastes. I mean, it's just obvious, isn't it, really? So yeah, so I need to make sure I don't come across as if that's not the case. I'd watched it, but I'm not the biggest fan of double, triple chocolate biscuits or cookies. Goodness me. Well, these ones, sure, the reasons these were pretty good was because the digestive biscuit itself was actually less biscuity and more chocolatey. It wasn't really the fact that the biscuit itself was, it wasn't really more the fact that basically the double and triple chocolate were exactly the same. And the fact that they're exactly the same, you know, does go to show that really it's just a nonsense, the triple and double chocolate. Basically, it's the biscuits more chocolatey. And it really worked, actually. I strongly recommend at least trying them. If you can, of course. I realise you've got a few dietary issues, haven't you, at the moment with all this gluten stuff, so I'm not sure if it's a problem or not. But assuming if you had the gold ones, hopefully it's okay. I was back over a few weeks and gained lots of weight, eating lots of chocolate, fish and chips and poutine. What's poutine? Is that or Putan? Is it? I'm not sure. Is that maybe I've sworn in French there. I don't know. Apologies, any French people. I've just sworn in French. You likely don't have poutine. I don't know what it is. Yeah, what is it? Yeah. Well, I know. Well, I put on loads of weight, Rick, and as you probably know, because I've mentioned it before, I've lost it all now. I've basically lost about 50 pounds since December. Well, since January, start of January, end of December. Trying to keep it off. I've basically reached 11 stone, 154 pounds. I've lost a bit more since then, about another 9 or something, another 8. Not really meaning to though, but I'm trying to. But I'm not, you know, yeah, I don't know. I've got to be careful not to lose too much. There we go. Missed the lives on Saturday because the Atlantic Canada time zone is close to yours compared to where I am now, where it is midnight. Okay. Oh, were you back in Canada then, were you? Ah, see. Do you have a nice time when you were there? I do have one of those salted caramel, caramel milk bars from Canada. I got one, but it's a salted caramel one. But I did get one, so I need to review that soon. I fully understand. I worry about how I come across, but it's all good. If I see them, I'll pick them up. Yeah, oh, thanks, Shuri. Thanks so much. And yeah, I hope you like it. Obviously, you know, don't worry about it if you don't, because as you say, you know what you like. But it's not a typical triple or double chocolate affair. It's not like white chocolate, dark chocolate. It's just basically, it's really more like a better biscuit, as in the actual biscuit. If you just think of it like that, that's why I look at it. Poutine is Quebec fries with Mel Poutan. I guess it's Poutan, isn't it? Because that's, well, I have no idea actually. It's probably more Poutan than poutine, isn't it, being in Quebec? But still probably not quite right. With Quebec fries with melted cheese curds and hot gravy on top. Sounds weird, but most Canadians love it. Well, cheese curds and hot gravy. Well, chips and gravy is definitely a Northern England thing. So yeah, definitely no problem. Sounds like poutine. So I was probably saying it right first time, wasn't I? Okay, sounds like how it should be. Yeah, how it's spelled. Oh, interesting one. Interesting. Well, while Andrew's about, because I know sometimes he might disappear, I do have this one for you, Andrew. Let's see. Where's it gone? Hang on. Here it is. Did manage to get it. I got it in B&M actually, Andrew. Well, for everyone, of course. But I know Andrew's mentioned it specifically. Fries Turkish Delight Orange flavour. Yeah, I got it in B&M. I didn't find it in Morrison's. So I've got this to review. So I'll hopefully review this tomorrow. And get it out this week, I think. But yeah, very excited for this one. Andrew's a big fan of this one. I like the cherry ones. Wasn't too keen on the lemon ones, although, you know, but we'll see. So I'm pretty excited for that one. Orange flavour Turkish Delight. We should just do them all at once. Maybe we could do a fries 5 cents Turkish Delight edition, Andrew. How about that? You know, we have all the different flavours of Turkish Delight in a bar. I mean, that would be a good one, wouldn't it? I would definitely like that. And there we go. So there we are. Right. Yes. Oh yeah, Birmingham. Yeah, good. Yes. Birmingham. Were you in? Are you back in Northern Ireland? No, Dublin, wasn't it? Was it Dublin? But was it Belfast? Belfast. It was Belfast, wasn't it? Yeah. Hope you I think you just went for a trip, didn't you, Shuri? Yes, Rick's in Korea as well. Korea, yes. I'm assuming South Korea, isn't it, Rick? I mean, I'm quite sure. Well, we have, but it is South Korea, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to bed soon. Yeah, it's very late where Rick is. It's about, is it 1 o'clock, Rick, or 12 o'clock? One or the other, or both. It's still late either way. I think that's what. So the members, I was in Tesco yesterday, and they did have these ones. Strangely enough, they had on the cardboard, it said both flavours, both the limited flavours, but only in one of the cardboard. Basically, they had them spaced out throughout the store, and one of the cardboard things had the cheese toasty ones in. What's it? Yummy with, maybe with chickpea. Source of fibres, less salt apparently. Less salt than what? The Atlantic Ocean, maybe. Yeah, so there we go. So anyway, they had like these in one place in the store, near the clothes section or something like that, miles away from anywhere. And then when I went halfway around the store, I thought, oh, well, they've not got the other one. I'll leave it for today, and I'll come back when they've got the other one. But anyway, I knew this would happen. And then near the actual crisp section, you have the other flavour, which is crispy bacon. But they did have both flavours on the box underneath it, saying that these are the two limited flavours. But in the box itself was only one flavour, and you had two boxes spaced like the opposite ends of the store, which is really annoying. But anyway, crispy bacon. So bacon flavour basically. Alright, so there we go. So that's not too exciting. But this one might be quite good. Cheese toasty. I mean, if they get the flavour, so it's not just cheese, which is, you could have them both at once, couldn't you? Cheese and bacon. It'd be quite a good combination. But yeah, it could just be cheese flavour. I mean, crispy bacon's not a very exciting flavour really, is it? But then nonetheless, I've got them. So I might do them as could be a nice flavour, of course. It's just not very exciting. I might do those as a member exclusive at some point soon. Very good. I think the orange fries Turkish style is probably the nicest one they brought out actually of the flavour variations. Oh, that's pretty good now. Well, I'm certainly excited. The milk chocolate and jelly texture works well with the orange. Yeah, I'm quite excited, I must say. I did really like the cherry one. I think the lemon one, to be honest with you, I think sometimes for me it's the fact. It is that texture, I think, sometimes. I think it's just, I don't know what it is. So, as you say, I think it's sometimes it's I think there's a fine line between it, for me at least, just not working and it working. And the cherry one was definitely on the, worked very well. And I think, but the lemon one didn't quite get there for me. Yep, you'll never get through the border. Standing armies patrol the border, but you can get close to it and take a gander. Yeah, to be honest with you, you'd feel a bit worried about even going close, wouldn't you, really? I mean, well, obviously, if you live there, you'll know what you can and can't do, but I don't know, yeah, don't know. But anyway, yeah, interesting place, really. But yes. But it seems very much like Korea's on the up at the moment, isn't it? And as far as culture, you know, all this K-pop stuff, these Korean dramas, there's lots of it going around, and definitely in the mainstream. Normally, like I remember 20 years ago, something like that, I went to the cinema to watch a film called Old Boy, a Korean film. I think there's been others. I think like it was The Host, a Korean film. Can't remember. I think it was. But they were very they weren't mainstream at all. I remember when Old Boy, when I went to see it was in like an art house cinema, like a 20-seater cinema, I think it was. I think, you know, I might be slightly exaggerating, but it certainly wasn't many more than that. It was like 3-4 rows, you know, very small cinema. I went to see that. Yeah, but these days I reckon it probably would be in mainstream cinemas if it was. It's a good film as well, good film. I think they did an American remake of it at some point, I think. I think they did actually. Did they have Nicolas Cage in it, or am I thinking of something else completely? I think I might be thinking of something else. But anyway, yeah, good film, that, good film. But anyway, yeah, so it's definitely, things have definitely changed. Yeah, I'm back in Birmingham now. My other half lives in Belfast, such a wonderful city. I highly recommend. I've never been to Belfast. Never been there actually. Never been to Northern Ireland. I've been to Republic of Ireland, but never. Yeah, I have to go there really. Yeah, interesting one. Yeah. But yeah, I always remember you quite sad when you come back. Yeah, sure. Yeah, a bit of a shame. I guess it doesn't help that you've. Well, it's nice when you go though, doesn't it? You know, nice when you go. But I was gonna say it's obviously your partner's there, so it makes it difficult. Always another reason to not want to go back. But oh yes, Old Boy, watched that. Yeah, what do you think? Very strange ending to that film. Obviously, don't spoil it for anyone. But the Paris Olympics called the South Korean team with their North Korean name, and the South is furious. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you manage to do that in these things, do you? I mean, you've got so much preparation, and surely you just run by something by everyone, but they still seem to manage it, don't they? You know, it shows how easy, yeah, strange, isn't it? But they do this quite often. I guess because it could just be a slip of the tongue, or a poor translation, but surely you would just say, I don't know, you just phone up the South Korean embassy and say, look, here's the, here's what we're going to say. Is it correct? Or something like that, surely. I don't know, it'd take you half a day to do it to phone all the countries, surely with about 20 people doing it. Of course, Squid Games went global. Yeah, Squid Game. Still not seen that. Not seen that. I've heard good things about it. Everyone says it's great. And there's another one, isn't there, at the moment that someone mentioned the other day, South Korean film or drama, but I forgot what it was called now, unfortunately. But yeah, quite a few things. Yeah, I've still not seen Squid. I mean, I remember watching. Well, I think it was Japanese. Actually, it wasn't Korean, but it was Japanese. What was it called? Well, Battle Royale, which I guess spawned the term for all the computer games. I remember watching that years back, and here's Squid Game's a bit like that. Even though Battle Royale was nothing, well, it was violent, but it wasn't a horror film. But for some reason, I don't know why, I'm always a bit, I'm not squeamish or anything like that. But I'm always a bit worried when things go into sort of like horror territory, and I don't, and I was always, for some reason, I just in my head, Squid Games just made me think a bit more of a horror-y type thing, and I've always never quite gone for it, even though it's not that, and I know it isn't. It's a great place. The Titanic Quarter is beautiful. Yeah, see, I should go really. I should go really, to be honest with you. I think the problem is that well, maybe not with you. Well, I don't know how it was with you, Shuri. Maybe you went there when you had your partner there, and that kind of made you realise it. But I guess if you've got the option of going on holiday, sometimes you want to go further afield, don't you, to better weather and things, So I think that's the problem. With places like Northern Ireland. It's not that it's not a nice place, but you immediately think, right, France, South France, Italy, Spain, Gonna watch. I always like watching the weightlifting. That's what I always like watching. Yeah. I don't know why. I'm not into weightlifting at all. Although I do go to the gym and things and attempt to lift weights. I just like that event. I just like because it's quite quick. So there's none of this, and you can appreciate what they're doing as well. I'm never really a big fan of the athletics. I know some people will disagree with me this, and it might be a hot take. But I just think running in a straight line, I'm just not that. I mean, I don't mind the longer distance ones, but things like the 100 meters, it's like the gold event or whatever, right? It's just running as fast as you can in a straight line. And while I appreciate there's lots of, it's not easy, by any means, and what you've got to do to achieve it. I don't know. I feel like if you're running like a 10K race or whatever, there's a lot more, I would say, skill involved in that, because you've really got to pace yourself and know when to run fast and know when to take it easy, and you've got a long time, and it's going to make a massive difference whether you make a bit of effort in halfway through or not, or a quarter of the way through or not, and then you've got to judge the weather, and things can change. I don't know. I just don't really get the 100 meters and things like that. I just don't get it. I just don't find it really that particularly interesting at all. Yes. But having said all that, I always quite like the random events. I like the random stuff like weightlifting. I don't know. Can't think of any others really. Sometimes it's it's got to be more quick one. I'm not really a big fan of watching all the long distance ones, I must say, but I quite like the sort of random, like taekwondo stuff like that. I can get into that and things like this. So, the other random question: do you have any good memories of Birmingham? Have you ever travelled there? I've ever been there. I've only been there once, I think, but I don't think I went there properly. I've got family who live in Solihull, Coventry way. So I kind of generally go through it. I think I've been there once, but I don't think I specifically did anything, so I'm not too sure. So I don't know. Yeah, is there anything you recommend? There's a bullring and things. Yes, and hi there, Alan. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I've got the that brings me on to the other thing, Alan. Alan did point these out to me that they were in Tesco, but I found them on the biscuit aisle. I've got them, Alan. The Jammy Dodgers really fruity strawberry flavoured jam and biscuits. There we go. So yes. So normally my problem with Jammy Dodgers is that they're always late to the party sauce. Don't worry, Alan. No worries. It's always a bit too. There's not enough. There's too much biscuit for filling, basically. But then this hopefully have solved the problem here. But I've just realised they are the strawberry ones, so not the raspberry ones that regular Jammy Dodgers. So yes, it's one of those. So I kind of wish they did it with the regular Jammy Dodgers, like just made them a limited edition one. Although I have noticed that the regular Jammy Dodgers, they now say made with even more jam or something like that. So the raspberry ones. So I might have to re-review them and see if that's true or not. But we'll review those and hopefully get that out this week as well, along with the fries as well. Fries, orange flavour Turkish slab. What do you think, Alan? Do you like these? I think you said in the comments you did like them. I mean, lots of Koreans upset when I tell them archery and pistol shooting shouldn't be in the games, but the Koreans are good at it. All right, okay. Ones I think shouldn't be in, and I did say this to a person whose girlfriend was into horses, but it's the dancing horses. It's not crufts. You know what I mean? I don't get it at all. You got these dancing horses, and I realise it's difficult to make a horse dance, and I realise there's skill involved, and I realise various things, but it's difficult to make a dog jump through a hoop. But I don't expect to see that in the Olympics. So why am I seeing dancing horses in the Olympics? I don't understand it at all. I just don't get it. I could even argue most of the horse stuff. Why is that in it at all? I really don't. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But there is obviously a limit. I mean, you used to have in the back in the day. There was all like weird stuff like sewing and stuff, wasn't there, in the Olympics? You know, so I don't know. Obviously, times have changed, but yeah, the horse stuff. I must admit, I'm not sure about. I mean, maybe the ones jumping over the barriers and things, maybe. But you know, we've got the hurdles for that, haven't we? Why are we having horses do it? I don't know. Not anything with these horses. I'm not sure about. I'm really not. I mean, the pistol ones, I don't know. I can kind of get because archery stuff like this. But you know, maybe some people, when I say all this horse stuff, they'll think of the same thing. They'll say, "Oh, that's perfectly fine. You've got to control the horse. It's difficult." But horse dancing, making a horse dance, it shouldn't be in the Olympics, surely. You know. I think they could remove sailing and equestrian. Yeah, the equestrian for sure. The sailing one, the problem is, where do you draw the line, you know, and like canoeing and stuff like that. They've got canoeing, kayaking, haven't they? And the sailing one, yeah, I can get it. I can get that one a bit more. It's just that's probably gone a bit too far, hasn't it? You know. Well, I think yeah. You see, I was saying to someone the other day as well, the other week, we had a bit, well, the other year actually, we had a bit of an argument about it. I was saying that some of the swimming events, I don't know whether they shouldn't be in the games or not, but they're so similar that you get people winning you know, if you're good at one of the swimming events, you're probably good at most of them. So you get like about 20 gold medals, you know, so you have like people, and it happens a lot like Mark Spitz in the past, that guy, Torpedo from Australia, something Lochte, whatever he's called, from the US, and some others. They win about 7 gold medals. Because the events are so similar. I'm just thinking, you know, you never really get someone in any other event winning that many golds, or you know, more than maybe 2. You might get Carl Lewis who does the long jump. You might get Michael Johnson who does 200 and 100 meters. But even then, that's quite difficult. It's not always the case. But these are the swimming ones. You get people just getting about 50 gold medals, and I was thinking, surely, you know, they've got to be different enough, surely. So you've got one like the breaststroke, you've got the front crawl, and maybe the backstroke. So the backstroke's probably a bit different. But anyway, even then, I'm not sure. But anyway, the guy who wins the front crawl probably win the breaststroke. He'll probably win the other one. And they've got the freestyle, which is basically the front crawl, because that's what they do anyway. So I don't get it. So you've got one that's exactly the same. So I don't know. It's just called something else. You can do anything you want, but you're still going to do the same one. So I don't know. So anyway, and then you got the team events. I don't know which maybe, but either way. So I always thought surely that's not quite right. You know, I don't know what they could do about it. I'm not saying it's necessarily wrong, but when you've got people who regularly an event where they're all the same, I don't know. I think the race is a lot better than these Dodgers. Yeah, well, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. It can only be better, really, is the gist of it. I'm just worried about the fact that strawberry, I just wish it was the regular one, the raspberry ones. I wish they'd done it there and committed to it, you know, rather than it be some kind of offshoot one. Because I'm just worried that the strawberry ones are not going to be good as the raspberry ones. Because strawberry, even though you think strawberry's a better flavour than raspberry, it's always raspberry actually that's the one you go for. It's actually nicer. Raspberry jam, raspberry this, raspberry that, raspberry yogurts. So yeah, so we'll see. I'm a bit. I feel like if it's not very good, they won't learn from it. You know, they'll just think, oh well, you know, yeah, it won't be because of the fact they won't think it's because it's strawberry rather than raspberry. I think I'd recommend the Bull Ring or the Black Country Museum. It's a great day out if you like local history. Interesting, yes, might have to. Well, maybe one day we'll try. It's just one of those. It's one of them because when I go there, basically, because it's near where my brother lives, I always kind of end up there and we do things over there. So it's a bit of a difficult one, but I'll definitely keep it in mind. Sure, at some point we'll end up there. You know, it's one of those. I might have already done it in the past and I've just forgotten. Yeah, I give you about the swimming. Yeah, I had a real argument with someone. They just didn't seem to understand what I was saying, and you know, I was like, I'm not saying it's not easy to do the breaststroke and the front crawl, but I'm saying you seem to be able to do both by default when you swim. You know, you if you can do one, you can do the other, and it seems to be what happens. You know, so yeah, I just think it just doesn't seem right really to me. Whereas if you do the 100-meter hurdles, you're not guaranteed to be good at doing the 100 meters. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anyone who's good at both. You know, having said all that before about it just being running in a straight line, but yeah, well, it's just, you know, but yeah. So I don't know, yeah, and like if you do like the 1,000 meters, sorry, if you do like the 1,000 meter swim, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure on this one, but it doesn't seem to be as big a difference between that and doing like the 10k as opposed to 100 meters. You know, you definitely completely different physique and all sorts in running, but in swimming, I'm not so sure. You think the world double up? You'd think they would double up the jam or even triple? Yes, yeah, basically, yeah. I think they've said in the I had a look online. I was just looking before because I was just double checking about the strawberry raspberry difference, and I did notice that the had said for the raspberry ones or the regular ones that they've added more jam. I wonder whether they've even done it for this, whether they've actually added more filling. I did notice when I did the review of the banana one, it looked like it had more filling. I think they've just secretly upped the filling count as well. I do feel like they have done that, although I could be wrong, but when I split it in half, I mean, I didn't compare with my old review, but it did look more than I remembered. Um, it's a small world though, like our brother lives in soil commentary area. My parents work for Jadwin Land Rover, so right, so yes, I did go past that. You have that Land Rover, don't you, on that slab next to the factory. So I've seen that quite a lot. My brother was quite close to that, yeah. But yeah, as you say, small world is a small world, yes. Interesting, me. I definitely would like to go out. It's just, yeah. I mean, I don't travel that much, really. That's the thing, sure. Yeah, I must admit, I'm not a massive traveller person. Probably should do more. Like Scotty, for instance, who frequents the channel quite a lot. He's always, well, he's the reason he's not in the lives usually because he's out and about somewhere. He's always all over the place. I don't think there's anywhere in the UK he's not been. And the places he hasn't been are usually really obscure, so. But I don't know. For me, I don't really do it that much, I must say. So it's one of those really. But yes, sure is one for you as well. Got this one. This is a new one, I think. I think it's a new somewhere. I think it's a new on the shelf. Tony's Chocolonely. Not sure if you'll like this one. Not 100% sure I will. But it's a milk pecan caramel crunch. It certainly sounds nice though. I think I would like. The pecan can be hit or miss basically for me. But I reckon I don't know. It's got milk caramel crunch. So there's got caramel in. And our Tony's always the problem. They never quite commit to a filling. I do like the colour of it. It's got that wacky colour again, like the other one that we reviewed the other week. I've published that one. I've reviewed it. I don't know if I've published it. So interesting this one. Quite like the colours of this one, as I say. It stands out more. Does look pretty good. I've heard great things about this bar. I might try and review this one tomorrow then, I think, as well. I've got a few I want to get reviewed tomorrow, so I might try and prioritise that one, I think. I'll put it on the pile. So yes. And hi there, Joe. Great to see you, Joe. How's things going for you today? Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Yes. How's the weather today? It's quite warm it's quite bright in the UK. I don't know if it's warm. Quite bright in the UK today. So yeah, not too bad. I need to mow the lawn at some point. Maybe tomorrow. Yes, I've got these as well. Look at these ones. These look pretty good. These new. Got these in Sainsbury's. I think it's Sainsbury's. Chocolate orange dreams. I mean, look at that. Orange dreams. Crunchy chocolate biscuits filled with zesty orange flavoured cream. It says cream as well, not creme. They do look nice. Look at those. They don't look like a McVitie's product, those, do they? Though they look more like. What do they look like? They look more like. I don't know. Maybe a Borders product. Maybe, I don't know. Some other company. Maybe Fox's. I don't know. But they don't look like McVitie's. So interesting. I really don't like it. I've said it before. I don't like this McVitie's logo they keep putting on things. I just think it looks I mean, that's McVitie's to me. Why are they trying to do that? I really don't know. But anyway, yeah, so McVitie's crunchy chocolatey biscuits filled with an orange flavoured cream covered in smooth dark chocolate. Crunchy cream smooth. There you go. They're the 3 words. Alright, chocolate orange dream. Certainly sounds nice. Is it strawberry dream in Cadbury's Roses? I think it is, isn't it? So they've kind of gone for, yeah, not quite pinched the name. Hope you're doing well. Not doing too bad, Joe. Yeah, not doing too bad. How are you today? Hope you're doing well as well. Glad it's Saturday as always, although it's almost gone already. That has for Rick, I guess. Yeah. I'm doing good, Joe. I'm doing good. Sunny with some clouds. Typical dry weather of winter. Yeah, I see. Yeah, well, we're in the middle of summer here. Just, so... But basically, sunny with some clouds. That's basically a UK summer as well. Oh dear, so there we go. Yeah, there we are. Honestly. But yeah, a few interesting ones in. I did get a Loca chocolatey. They usually do like wafer bars, Loca, but this is basically one of theirs, but covered in chocolate. So great idea. I mean, great idea. You've got these chocolate wafers, these wafer products, just cover it in chocolate. I mean, I was saying to this, you could use Loca, their sort of wafer bars, to make your own chocolate bars, actually. And I was planning on doing that, really. Be a great chocolate filling. You could technically make your own Kit Kat Chunkies. Look at that. Pure goodness, it says. Pure goodness. What's that? K Bonta? K Bonta? What language is that, do you think? K Bonta? It sounds like it's... it's not Bonita, is it? I don't know. It looks like it's Spanish or something. Maybe it's but I don't think it is. I don't think it's Portuguese either. Maybe it's. I don't know. Well, but look, I'm sure they're Germans. I don't know. Maybe it's just German. I don't know. Doesn't look like it's German then, but there we are. These Victorias look very tempting. I know they really do. Yeah, I forgot actually. Did I even call them Victorias? I don't think I did I? But yeah, they look very nice. These. I'm gonna have to review. Oh, there's so much to review, isn't there, Alan? This is the problem. Goodness me. I reviewed a load of biscuits. I reviewed 2 Oreo biscuits last week, and banana jammy Dodgers, and might have reviewed those McVitie's Moments as well. There's so much biscuits knocking around. And I reviewed those Fox's apple creams. Had so much biscuits around the place. It's ridiculous. You know, I did nibble a few during the week actually. So yeah, so it's just been ridiculous. So I've got all them to publish. You know, I reviewed all those last week, and you know, still not published any of those. I only managed to publish a couple of reviews this week. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a busy one. Got a pack of Borders dark chocolate raspberry biscuits the other day. I've reviewed those, well, not published them yet. I need to get them published. Love them, and I've got 2 more packs. I'll tell you, I need to publish them actually, Alan. I've got that reviewed as well. So I won't spoil my review, but yes. Yeah, I'll tell you what though, Alan, I never normally do this actually, because I've got so much stuff to eat to review that I rarely go back and buy anything a second time. But those Kit Kat Chunky dark chocolate crunches or whatever they were called, I actually have bought them twice more, 4 more packs twice. I actually think they're very nice. I know some people weren't too keen, but I've never normally done that, and I don't think I've ever done it for a long time. I don't remember the last time I did that, but with those I have done it. So we're looking on one of the best chocolates of the year, I think, there, to be honest with you. To make me do that, really enjoyed those. I've seen a live camera from Finland. A live camera. There was a thermometer of 31 degrees. I never thought they got that warm in the summer. Yeah, neither did I, really. Yeah, well, it could be, well, you never know. It could be one of these temperature rises things going on. To be honest with you, though, we do have weather like that in the UK sometimes. It's very rare that we do, but it can happen. Yes. Can't find those apple cream biscuits anywhere. Where did I get them from? I don't know where I got them from, Alan, unfortunately. I can't remember. But it could have been... Where would it have been? I don't know where it was, to be honest, Alan. It could have. I've been everywhere recently as well, so I'm not too sure. I don't think it was Asda. Don't think it was Tesco. I think it could have been B&M. It could have been Sainsbury's. I think it was one of them, but unfortunately, I'm not too sure. Sorry, Alan. I can't quite recall. Maybe have a search online. See where they come up. You know, in the shop. Yeah. I reckon it was probably, would it have been Sainsbury's? I feel like it could have been Sainsbury's. I did get the raspberry biscuits in Sainsbury's. Those raspberry, thinking me Bob's Borders raspberry biscuits in Sainsbury's. So I wonder if I got them at the same time. Unfortunately, I can't recall. But what I did get, and I got these in Tesco. You might have seen these from New Zealand actually. Seem to have made their way over to the UK at last. Tim Tams, yes, basically penguins. Is the gist of it. Basically penguins, but the biscuit, from my experience, was a bit less dense. There is the Tim Tam Slam. There is no substitute. Well, there is penguins. They're very similar to penguins, really. Basically, you can nibble off both ends and use them as a straw. Of course, you can use that with most things. Kit Kat Chunkies, for sure as well. But Tim Tams, there we go. So I'm quite excited for those. Might do a versus battle with penguins, maybe. But there's also the chewy caramel ones as well. And they actually have caramel in it. Look at that. Now, I do like it when they have actual, rather than just be flavour. I have all this problem with Aeros. It's not just Aero, but Aero specifically, because they do it all the time. When they do releases raspberry flavour, Aero, strawberry flavour, whatever, it could be anything. Salted caramel, hazelnut. I mean, mint's a bit different. I don't expect it to have mint in it, but all the other, maybe orange as well. But the other ones, if it's got salted caramel, I don't know. I expect salted caramel in it, really. I mean, hazelnut flavour, maybe you can get away with. Maybe it's hard to say, isn't it? It's one of those, but in my opinion, I think if it's got salted caramel Aero, I'd expect it to have salted caramel. I mean, do like Lovely, the Milk and Lovely bar that has had caramel in it. Cadbury have done it, Whisper Gold. Just put it in it. You know what I mean? It just irritates me. And like, I don't know, just the strawberry one's a bit harder, I guess. But they flavoured a lot of other things out in the Aero recently with raspberry or strawberry or both. Flavours, and it's obviously they're just using the same. They've got it for one thing, so they use it for something else, which is fair enough. I don't know. I would so much prefer it if you had like a sort of strawberry sauce in there, or freeze dried strawberries in it, or something, to just make it a bit more interesting. But they don't do it. Yeah, bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. Now I do have another crisp one. I did do these for the member exclusive not long ago. I think I did the nacho cheese one, was it? I think for these Seabucks loaded. But this is chipotle sour cream flavour. Now I think you definitely look at that and you would think, I don't know, maybe salt and vinegar maybe. I don't know, but chipotle sour cream certainly is not the flavour I would expect from that. So interesting. So this is basically their take on Doritos. But yeah, chipotle sour cream. Is it basically just going to be spicy sour cream? Well, it is, isn't it? Spicy sour cream flavour. Looks very interesting though. We've got these ones as well. So I'll review the other ones. We'll try and get the other ones done also. It's got some, it's just, I've got about 20 packs of crisps still to do for member exclusives, and all the ice creams I've got left. I've not reviewed the ice creams recently because I'm trying to, because they're quite calorific ice creams, and you can't just save it for later really. I've put off reviewing some of the ice creams, but I need to get them reviewed, I think. So, because I'm trying to do three or four reviews a day, to also review the ice cream, it's just, it's just too much calorie wise really. Although I don't need to be quite so careful anymore, but I still am being really. So yeah, so I've got a couple of smaller ones though to review. Some, I think, Twix ice creams and Bounty. So I might try and do those. I want to do a 2,500 subscriber special, perhaps with one of a Ben and Jerry's flavour. But again, for these reasons, it's just a bit difficult. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll get it done. Now I might have had these in last week, or last Stash Watch. I apologise if I did, I can't recall. But here they are. Double chocolate cakes from Mr. Kipling, coated in thick velvety milk chocolate. And I did have a similar one, which wasn't these. It was some other similar-ish products that looked very similar, but didn't have the gold around the edge. But it's one of their other signature type products. This one, in the same range, I think it was. Well, soon looks very nice, that one. Very excited for that. Very excited indeed. And we've got these as well. Look at this. Now, I think I've reviewed the orange, the caramel, and the regular ones, but never the mint ones. We talked about mint before. Rocky Mint. This one might be a good one. I've always had a bit of an issue with the basically not the regular Rocky bars. The caramel one was basically like a Twix top, just was completely different. As from remember, was the orange one okay? I think the orange one wasn't too bad. I think it was the same thing. But here we go, got the mint one. So yeah, so quite excited for that one. I do like Rocky bars. And they're pretty good biscuits, we'll say. So that one should be an interesting one. And these ones, well, I don't know if you remember those green and blacks. What were they called? Green and black. Let's have a look. Let's see. I only reviewed. I remember they came out a few years back. These green and black products. Let's just have a look. Let's have a see if I can find. Type in green. Hopefully that'll come up with something. Right, green and blacks. Here we go. Green and black's velvet fruit. There was raspberry, there was orange, and I think there was a blackcurrant one that I never found. Well, look what I found here. These lint ones that look exactly the same. Got these in Sainsbury's. Sensation fruit. We call fruit sensation, really, shouldn't it? But never mind. Dark chocolate with a soft fruity centre, raspberry and cranberry. Now I'm very excited for these ones because I'm hoping that they'll be very similar, or at least in some respects, to the Terry's chocolate orange cranberry filling that they had. I know it's raspberry as well, but these do look very nice. Yeah, so look very good, these ones. I'll say very reminiscent of those green and black ones from a few years back. When did I review those? 2018, so 6 years ago. They look exactly the same. It's what they are, but the flavours were slightly different. But they do look very, very similar. So if you look for like green and black's velvet free, in fact, let's have a look. Green and black's, just search for it. Green and spell and blacks. Velvet. Can't type this very well. Let's see. Velvet fruity. Alright. Let's have a look. Images. We've still got one in Sainsbury's apparently. It's got. I don't think it's out of stock. There we go. All right. So let's save image as. Put in your pictures. Have a look. We'll call it maybe or something like that. Okay. Let's see if we can find this one. So I'll see if I can add it. Image. Yeah. Let's have a look. So you can browse for it. So apologies for this. Here it is. Okay. There you go. You can see us here. So if I can make it smaller. There you go. So if you look at that, And look at this. I mean, you can see they're very similar, the concept, can't you? So even the packaging is slightly similar, I guess. I don't think green and blacks are owned. I don't think Lindt and green and blacks are owned by the same people. I think it's Mondelez own green and blacks. It's basically Cadbury's upmarket range. I'm quite sure Lindt is different, but there you go. You can clearly see very similar product. Dark chocolate with an intense fruit centre, raspberry. So yep, so there you go. Interesting one. The ice creams are easy pathway to calories. Yeah, they're so calorific. Yeah, so I've avoided reviewing them for a bit really, and also as I say, you can't really put them to one side and eat them later. You know, do you have a half melted or whatever? And so yeah, so a bit of a difficult one to review. This is why I didn't review ice creams in the first place, because well, I like them too much. So I wanted to enjoy when I eat them rather than have to kind of review them. You know, it's not to say I don't enjoy things when I review them, but it's not. I ice cream is a very special thing to eat for me. I really like it, and I like to really relax when I'm eating it. You know, so that's one reason why I didn't review it generally, but I did for the members. But also, yeah, the calories and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's a difficult one really generally. So yeah, very calorific. But there are a couple of other ones of these ones. Look at this. These ones don't quite look as upmarket. Roasted corn. The other ones do, but this one doesn't. The green blacks ones do look a bit more upmarket, I must say. But anyway, yeah, crispy one. Sensation crispy. Now, the other one was fruit sensation. This is a crispy sensation. Okay, roasted corn. So that should be quite nice, I think. But an interesting one, roasted corn. So you do see that in some chocolate bars. We have these sort of corn centres. And then we do have another one, crispy sensation. Crispy sensation, is it? It's not a sensation crispy. It does sound like a poor translation now. Milk chocolate with a crispy biscuit centre. This is just biscuits. Oh yes, so these sound very nice indeed. These look interesting. Yeah, I got these from Sainsbury's. I didn't even know they existed, but I went in and saw them. And I thought, right, stash watch this weekend, because I got because what I actually did go in for was with these here. Yeah, these coffee duo Ritter Sport bars. Look at the size of these. Ritter Sports are usually 100 grams. These must be 400 grams. These are the weight of these. Doesn't say anywhere. I can't see. It's on the front. That can't see. 218 grams. So no, well, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's more than 4 times bigger than a regular Ritter Sport, but it's only just over 2, which is interesting. So it's obviously, I don't know. There's obviously some skullduggery going on there to make this only just over twice as big, whereas it looks like it's 4 times big. But you can get regular Ritter Sports in this size. So I don't know whether they do these ones in a smaller size, but I only saw them in this size. But yeah, so basically a duo bar. I feel like they are too big. Yeah, how much? Well, I'm not sure how much they were. I can't recall now. I think I might have the receipt over there. Let me just see if I can reach it. Oh, let's have a look. Is this the right receipt? The Lindt ones, the Lindt Sensations, they were $3.50 each. There's £10 already. You know, this is what I'm saying about this channel. You know, it costs a lot of money really when you think about it. Yeah, so that's just for those. So that's like 10 quid. It's over £10. Then the Ritter Sports are $3.50 each as well. So it's £20 of chocolate there. £22 just in those 6 objects. Yeah. Sainsbury's tomorrow, I think. Yes, there we go. Yes, this is it. Yes. Yeah, this is it. Definitely a place to go. Got all sorts there, all sorts. I think I might have got those Victorias from there as well, I think. Where have I just put that receipt? Got the Choco Darks in there as well, and you've got to get those again, I think. Mixed veg, you got some of that. Let's see. McVitie's, yeah, Victoria's, there we go. Yeah. So there we are. And then Tony's Chocolonely, I got that from there as well. So there we go, yes, there we are. So anyway, so quite excited for this one. Very excited indeed. It is a bit too big, I think. I prefer it if it was. I mean, well, it's not too big. You know what I mean. Doesn't need to be that big. I don't know why Ritter do bars that big, really. It seems a bit extreme. Massive bar. But all other companies do big bars only, so, you know. It just seems, but Ritter, I think the thing with Ritter is it's quite a big, you know, it's a 100 gram bar anyway, that the regular square one they do. I don't really think it's kind of distinct because it's square. I know this is still square. This is the next one to look at, but you know. £10 is high range for this line of product. Well, I don't know, Joe. I don't know. It's not cheap. It's not cheap, but it's not. They are a bit more upmarket maybe, but it's not cheap. The price to gram ratio is quite high. They're huge. I had a Ritter Salted Caramel the other day. Oh yes, I think I've got that one in the stash to review. I've just never got it. Orange wrapper, yeah, I've got that somewhere. I think I did in Stash Watch a while ago. I've just never reviewed it. Ritter Sport don't seem to get many reviews for some reason. I don't know why. So they're never massively high on the list. I remember once I really went out of my way to get loads of Ritter Sport bars. I got about 30 of them or something ridiculous from eBay. And I reviewed a few of them, but they never really got many. It was years back, so I don't know. Whenever I review one, they never get many views. I don't know what it is. So I don't try to go by views normally, but if I've got things to review, usually new things, I often tend to go for the newer stuff. But I might, see what happens. But sweet and salty on the one here, Caramel Crush and Big Brownie. There you go. There we are. So interesting one. Will the brownie one be any good? That's a big question. But, it might work. The thing with these ones, I've got to review them in the individually and together, haven't I? Not a big fan of Ritter. I don't mind them. I like the way they have such a big range of just almost anything, which I really like. But I must admit, the chocolate, when I've had like just their chocolate on its own, or I don't know, something. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they're a bit too creamy for me. Generally, some of the fillings they do, they're just a bit too creamy. I'm not a big fan of overly creamy chocolate fillings and chocolate, but they seem to just be a bit on the side. But I do like some of their things they do. They do a cornflake one, which is really nice. Some of the others, but I must admit, I don't know. The one I did really like was their dark milk one, that Don Choco one they did. I thought that was really nice actually. But that one looks good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, there's the yes. I mean, it does. They do look good. I'm hoping they'll be nice. There is a nice white chocolate and lemon Ritter Sport in Italy. I think they did that. Did I review that one? That really sounds familiar, Let's have a look. I think I did review that one, The problem is sometimes they're in different languages when I review them. Yeah, I did review it. Buttermilk Citron. Lemon Citron, white chocolate one. I reviewed, about 6 years ago I reviewed that one, Andrew. Goodness me. But it's one of the imports I did, I think. I do seem to remember that being quite nice though. I do seem to remember being, could be completely wrong if I watched the review. But yeah, it's like this one was like a green and white wrapper. But very nice, yes. Do they still have little packs of lots of mini bars of different flavours? Not seen them for a while. I think so, yeah, I think they do. But they also do like a little box of truffly ones now, I think. But yeah, I'm sure they still do, Andrew. I'm sure I saw them the other day in Sainsbury's. But I think they do them in a slightly different way now, so it looks a bit different, I think. Yeah. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? Good question, actually. Good question. I think for me it will be. I think I'll go for my pasta tonight. I've been having quite a lot of pasta recently because it's especially when it's quite. I've been really tempted to get something nice and interesting like a takeaway or something, but I'm still being careful. So I'm still doing my pasta, pasta and tomato and lots of herbs and type things. Especially when I've been reviewing stuff because I'll probably have, I did review today the pick up salted caramels today and a couple of other things. And I might review maybe those Jammy Dodgers later as well. So I've got a few treats to have as well. So I try to be a bit calorie conscious with my tea. But what about you? What about you, Shori? Anything nice? Yeah, and everyone else, what are you having? Anything? Are we supplementing it or replacing it with chocolate products? I know, dangerous living on the edge, but has been known to be done in my household. And the last one for today, everyone. The last one. Yes, the Crunchy Duo Krispy Kreme Choco Crunch. Could almost be, well, not quite a double decker, but certainly part way there. But you see, lots of got like a macaron thing going on, lots of hazelnuts in. So looks like it's got chopped hazelnuts in both. Now, chopped hazelnuts can work quite well as a crunch alternative rather than biscuit, but sometimes it can be a bit too nutty. So it can depend. What does it say on the back? Duo of a filled chocolate with a cocoa filling 20%, cocoa macaroon pieces 1.3%, and chopped hazelnuts 1.8%, and hazelnut filling 22%, and cornflakes 2%. Goodness me, it's got all sorts going on. Yeah, interesting, really. So yeah, I'll say these are 218 grams, of course. They're not. They might have a fluffy centre, so some of them Well, they all weigh 218 grams, each one of these actually. So yeah, so not 400 grams, which would be implied for Brita Sports. Maybe there's like a 75, 150. Yeah, so I was gonna say maybe like a third of a Brita Sport, like a 4x4 times 4. But they're not. Some mini cream eggs for breakfast. Put them in a bowl and put some cereal on them. How about that, Rick? Yeah, that might actually work. That might actually just work, you know. I think it'd be worth a try. Or even a milkshake, or just have it in a milkshake. So pour a milkshake into a bowl and pour the cream eggs in. How about that? In fact, you probably could buy a milkshake, cream egg milkshake, which would basically be just that. Put them in with ice cream. You could do all sorts, couldn't you? Have an ice cream. Yeah. I saw your double decker review the other day. It's never been my first choc for a chocolate bar. I always thought I always thought it didn't have loads of taste. Rather a Whisper Gold. Yeah, I used to really like Whispers, double deckers, and they were always up there. But having re-reviewed them, I must admit that the flavour was definitely lacking. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't that interesting. I think maybe when prior to reviewing chocolate and things, you know, you have them as more of a treat maybe, and I don't know. I always quite like the substance of it, you know. But yeah, I must admit it was missing something. It needed an extra flavour, or a flavour really. Yeah, Whisper Gold. I must admit, I do like Whisper Golds. I must say they are nice, and I think probably really they're probably my favourite one. But if you had that layer of caramel inside in a double decker, I think that would definitely lift it up. M&S do a nice chocolate cereal actually called Triple Chocolate Crunch. Certainly not healthy, but very nice. Yeah, goodness me. I know some of these. I used to have like, I used to get, I don't know. I remember I was having, I think Cocoa Pops, Cocoa Rocks, which they don't do anymore. I remember how I was just eating that all the time as my sort of snack. And I remember actually my teeth started to hurt after eating it for so long. Well, not hurt, but they just, I don't know. Yeah, so I realised I was having too much of them. Spam rice and cheese. Fried spam, I see. A lot of people swear by spam, actually, don't they? You know, I think it's looked down upon as being a bit of a, I don't know, not the best quality. But I think I remember my dad used to make a meal back in the day, and he had like luncheon meeting, which is basically spam, isn't it? And I used to really like that part of it. It was my favourite part as well. So it definitely does taste nice. Looking forward to Xmas Choc coming up more soon. Yeah, did I say I saw a festive orange flavoured Aero in B&M? There was a regular Aero orange flavour one, but there was a festive orange one as well. I want to try the Tones Mint Crisp Minis and see what the non-orange chocolate actually is. Yeah, yes, interesting. Did the mint one have, was it a flavoured orange, Andrew? Because there's the mint, I can't remember now. There is the mint chocolate orange, isn't there? I assume that was, I don't think that was orange, was it? Yeah, interesting. It's good, yes, it's good, yes. Yeah, you can still get those mint ones, by the way, Andrew. Yeah, I must admit, I don't really have it much, but it is one of those where it is surprisingly nice, I think. Yeah. Funny one, really. Funny one. I've never had it fried, though, I must say. I might have a bit of pasta, actually. I quite like the Crosta and Mollica pasta sauces at the minute. I think you mentioned those before, haven't you? Was it pizzas that you were? There's a tomato and basil one, and also a tomato and chili one that's nice and spicy. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I put a load of spicy stuffs into my pasta sauce. I kind of make my own one, technically, but there's not really much point, you know, to be honest with you. But I do. Yeah, and I put a load of sort of like spicy bits in. Yeah, spicy chili flakes and a bit of spicy powder and stuff like that. I just throw a load of stuff in. It's nice, actually. It is nice. Quite filling as well. You can have loads of it because there's not much calories in it all, so that's the main reason as well. It fills me up a bit, you know. Interesting stuff, really interesting stuff, yeah. I do love pizzas. I've not had a pizza for a while, really. I do love them, but I'm just, as I say, just being wary of getting back into the old habits of eating too much. I mean, I think that's what's really helped, actually, just not having a lot of calories for my meals. I've really been cutting down on that side of it, and I think I'm trying to avoid going back to having a lot of calories for my meals, really. And, you know, yeah. So just over time, you know, it can be dangerous. Good avocado as breakfast. Last ones of the season. The avocado, goodness me. Avocado seasons are very, I wouldn't say posh, but it's certainly one of those. Yeah, in this country, Jam. Not to suggest in Brazil. I think it's probably just people more healthy in Brazil, but in the UK, definitely it's more of a sort of, you know, yeah. Well, it's quite a popular thing. All this, yeah, people have avocado on toast and stuff like that, and it's definitely a thing these days. But yeah, it's definitely I don't know if posh is the right word, but yeah, it's definitely sort of would say possibly more middle classy type of fare of people eating avocado. Not necessarily for breakfast either. Not in the way you have it, Joe. I think you're just having it because it's a fruit that you have that's in season. Yeah, fruit, isn't it? Yes, yes, and obviously makes sense to have it. But in the UK, I think it's definitely seen as a bit more of a, as I say, sort of posh middle class set of food to have. That's not a typical thing that because it's just not. Yeah, it's just an interesting one. It's just it's just quite a bit more expensive in the UK, I think. I just want to say thank you for the streams. They're always a pleasure to drop by and just vibe. Oh, no problem, sure. It's always great to see you, sure. It is always great to chat to you, yeah. And great to hear that you're doing well as well, of course. And it sounds like you've got a nice tea coming on. Or say tea in the north of England, of course. It might be confusing for Joe, but basically means dinner. But yes, so it's great to chat to you. Yeah, and I guess that kind of brings us to the end of this Stash Watch for today. It's been a nice one. Great to chat to you all. Been some good chatting going on. Also good chocolates out as well. I mean, certainly these Stash Watches, some they're not just me doing it for the sake of it. It's got so much chocolate to go through, new stuff. So is Terry's chocolate mint in Tesco. It didn't have crispy bits like the new Terry's chocolate orange and mint crisp minis. Yeah, no, it's not. But it's not an orange chocolate one. So that's what it's meaning. So you could technically sort of taste the what the chocolate might be like when it's not an orange, but of course it's flavoured mint, so but you might have that slight problem with the other one, but I guess you could nibble bits off. The non-orange just when it says Terry's chocolate milk, no flavourings. Yeah, interesting that really. I guess it makes sense for them to do it, but you always, I guess they've done the mint one, but generally you assume that Terry's is chocolate orange, don't you? But yeah, interesting. Although I do wonder whether I'm sure in some of the Terry Sexations, some of them haven't been orange flavoured. I'm sure of it. I think like I can't quite recall for certain, but I remember having this discussion before whether I think one or two of them weren't actually orange flavoured, but I could be wrong on that. I might be misremembering it. But I feel that was the case anyway. But I could be wrong. I might have had the same conversation when I said that. I wasn't sure either at the time. We were fortunate to have a huge tree in the backyard, but it's still not cheap here either. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's where you could make a small fortune there then, Joe. Just sign this. Import them to the UK. We've got £5 million, I think. Yeah, they don't like cold weather. Yeah, I see. Yeah, definitely not a UK plant, I don't think, or fruit. Yeah, interesting one, honestly. But yeah, there you go. So just set up the Jow avocado fruit factory or something like that, and then you start importing them over to the UK. Yeah. Thanks always, great haul. Have a lovely weekend. Yeah, you too, Alan. Yeah, you too. Good luck tomorrow in Sainsbury's. Yeah, let me know what you get. Hopefully you'll find a few of them. I'll try and get a lot of. Well, I'm not going to be able to review all of these things. I'll try and review some of them. I think I'll probably aim for the orange flavour. What's it called? Fries, Turkish Delights. Might try those Victoria ones as well. And what was the other one? There was another one I specifically mentioned, wasn't there? But I forgot what it was. Probably the Tony's Chocolonely one, I think. And of course the Jammy Dodgers as well. So yeah. Alright guys, well I guess that brings us to the end. Episode 106. Can you believe it? Goodness me. Yeah, goodness me. But yes, it's really great to chat to you all. As I say, really is good to see you all. And as Shori mentioned, it's always great to just chat and have a nice relaxing afternoon with you all. It really is good. So I think Rick's probably fallen asleep now. It was about 2 a.m. for him, but but great to see you, Rick. Great to see you, Joe. Great to see you, Alan. And of course Shori and Andrew. Great to see you both as well. Did anyone else turn up that hopefully I've not left anyone off, don't forget. But everyone else is watching. Really good to see you all. Really is good to see you all. I think I missed one actually from you, Shori, before. Sorry about this. Yeah, I respect that. Speaking of holidays, I'd like to do a Cunard cruise with a price out to pill to swallow. Yeah, good. I would like to do some cruises actually. Always something I've been quite keen to do, but just never done it. Yeah, so if you do it, let me know if it's any good. I would like to do it myself. I think it's a nice one to try. Apologies I missed that message earlier. Yes, yeah, no problem, sir. Hopefully, at some point, let me know if you explored some of Birmingham. Yeah, maybe you can meet up with you, sure. You never know. If you like burgers, you have to try a place called OPM. Best burgers in the country, I say. Goodness me, OPM. Yeah, I'll keep it. Yes, I'll try and remember that. I'll make a note of that. But if I ever mention Birmingham, I'm going there. Do mention that so I don't forget it. But yeah, I will give it out. I'm a big fan of burgers and things. So that should be well up my street for sure. So thanks for the tip, Shori. Thank you very much. Have a blessed weekend. You too, Joe. Thanks so much. Enjoy the avocados as well. Have a good weekend, sir. Thank you, Shori. You enjoy the spam fritters, yes. Enjoy those. Have a good one as well, Shori. Thanks so much. Great to chat to you all, everyone. Have an enjoyable weekend, whatever you get up to. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. See ya. And apologies if I missed any messages, by the way. It's just there's a turnaround time. I've probably already gone before to you by the time it's come through, so apologies for that. But take care. Thanks so much again, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.